I know YouTube is a little slow when it comes to giving people updates. But don't forget, guys, when you're here, don't forget to comment. It's the only way I'm going to know you're here. I'm just trying to fix something. So I know I told everybody in the last live that I'd be around lunchtime-ish. I didn't schedule it because nothing ever works out my way, so I was waiting to see if it'd work. And I was actually able to. Okay, hopefully I did that right. Hey James, hey Carrie, Jen, good morning, afternoon-ish. Remember, clocks went up an hour, guys. If you're in the United States, and for I don't know why they do that. To be honest with you, just left it the way it is instead of changing it all the time. But thanks, James. Well, I mean, millions of us with dentures, you do it as long as you're not a part-time user. What I mean by that is take it out when you're eating and just use it for purposes, and you'll never get used to them. It's best to treat them like your real teeth. And in the beginning, it is hard. But the more you wear it, the more you get used to it. I always tell people if you can do denture fit, do it because it's super comfortable. It's not easy to get used to something with hard acrylic in your mouth. But when you do a soft reliner, it does help. Thomas is good. He's chilling. Hey, Stephanie. Well, Julia Food stuck to real teeth too. Like even when I used to eat real sandwiches or you used to get chips, into your gums, it happened with real teeth. It's just many people didn't remember or realize it. But normally when people don't get used to their dentures, that means they don't wear them or they don't wear them much. So to get used to them, you absolutely, absolutely have to wear them all the time. Treat them like you're your real teeth. The only time they should be out is when you're going to sleep. Julie, yeah, absolutely. There's products on the go. Dr. B has Clean It Ends um, on the go packs. Comes with 30 in a box, and you can take it, use it to clean it, and go and away. So and it takes off adhesive. If you use adhesive, it takes it off beautifully. I've done a video on you guys after I wore adhesive one day, and it just melted right off. It was amazing, and it's all natural, so you can use it in your mouth and your denture. So there's definitely that product is the best one for on the go. Gag reflex. Okay, gag reflex happens to everybody. Um, a lot more rougher than others. Sometimes it's just a mind thing, but when your dentist actually puts way too much acrylic past the last tooth, then it's the dentist that can't make a denture for crap. So most dentists, it really depends where you go. I tell people all the time to see a private dentist. But the gag reflex, even when I first started, I had it. Normally, when I first put it in the morning, or people gag over the adhesive part, that's when you know you put too much in your mouth. Adhesive should be a small, thin layer throughout the entire inside of the denture. But when people, but for denture purposes, you're not having something in your mouth, so your body automatically gags to get it out. But you have to train your body to accept what's in your mouth. Just like when you first get dentures and you extra salivate and all that. That's body thinking it's food and it breaking it down. That goes away as long as you wear your dentures on a everyday, all day basis. That goes away very actually quickly. But yeah, gag reflex does go away. The whole thing is, guys, it is hard in the beginning. It's very hard in the beginning. I've had my top for 3 years. I've had my bottom for a year. But it does go away. But you have to wear them all the time. It's really pushing you to is what I'm looking for. It really does push you to make sure it stays in. Many people give up and say, screw it, I'm not going to wear it, but you can't get used to it if you do that. If you literally wear them all the time. I mean, if they're moving around like crazy, soft reliners. So many people don't know about soft reliners. Even when people have a warranty, I don't know why dentists don't say, hey, when you have a warranty, you get free soft reliners. I mean, they don't do them right most of the time, but I made my channel because I don't have a warranty, so I have to do everything myself. So people that have to do everything, all of that, but it's it pushes you to wear your denture. But when people say they cannot wear their denture, it's either a mechanical problem or you just don't want to do it. It's not easy in the beginning. It will never be easy in the beginning. You don't just get used to your denture immediately. But like I said, there are things that there are soft reliners to make it more comfortable. Denture Fit is the best soft reliner. Period. I've tried them all. And it's the only one where I don't feel my denture in my mouth. See, many people think they're never going to get used to it. I think everybody thought that in the beginning. But don't take out your denture. You'll get used to it. And the whole thing is, when we first get it, I would say half people, if not more, obsess it in their mouth. They're like obsessed and obsessing over that a denture's in their mouth. They're thinking it all the time. It's in their head. And your anxiety and your mental games is playing tricks on you. Because your body's forcing it out. So the only way to get used to it is, I would tell people, go about your day normally. Put on music. Do something that would distract you. Once you do all this to get what I have to get for this and blah, blah, my mind's completely off of it. I didn't even realize they were in my mouth. So, I mean, it does happen. You just got to keep pushing. I'm not really sure, Nikki, what you mean with your daughter. I don't know if she has dentures, doesn't have dentures. What's wrong with her teeth? Like, I don't know how to answer that because I don't know what's wrong. Well, if she has an infection in her tooth, she needs to get it pulled. And when she has an infection, she can actually get it pulled. Just Novocaine and yank it out. That has nothing to do with the pregnancy. It won't hurt her. It won't harm her. It won't do all that. When you have that bad of an infection, they can't take out the tooth that's causing it. So, see why a dentist would say no? I mean, knocking her out, that's not going to happen. She'd have to do Novocaine and just pull the tooth out. Singing does help with speech. Okay, so when people get dentures, normally dentures actually widen it. It actually gives you more space. But it's the palate part that gives people lisp and all that, especially when you're used to having teeth in your mouth. You actually speak with a smaller, you don't emphasize, you don't speak bigly, wide mouth and all that. So really that's the problem. But the more you speak, I tell people this all the time. When you get dentures, read a book out loud for 30 minutes twice a day. Go to your room, go do whatever you do, go be alone and speak. The more you do, I've noticed that when people get dentures, they shut up. They just stop speaking. You can't get used to that. You have to speak. Singing works because it widens your mouth. It helps you sing and do a bunch of stuff. So when you sing, you're singing big, you're singing, wide. That's why it helps. Because normally people are just like really low, speak with a little tiny mouth, put their teeth together, and ends up whistling, lisp, and all this other stuff. But the more you talk, you guys got to understand when it comes to dentures, it's all the same answer. The more you get used to it, the better it becomes. Now, speech comes back quick if you practice a lot. If you talk a lot, if you read to yourself out loud in your room, you do that multiple times a day, you do all this, speech will come back within a week. Like, it's so rapid. That's the one thing that comes back like that. But it's practice. You can't just not talk. You gotta just practice. Sabrina, there's nothing safe when you're pregnant but Tylenol. That's the only thing you can do when you're with an autoimmune disease pregnancy. So the only thing you could take is Tylenol, which even, but as far as pain relief, she needs to get it out. The way she's gonna relief and be on an antibiotic. She absolutely needs to be on an antibiotic if you have a tooth infection. The whole thing, I think people are so afraid to speak in front of people with dentures or eat in front of people with dentures or do this, but treat it like it's a part of you. You know, if it's loose, if it's big, soft reliners. You know, if you want a little extra hold, do fix it on Ultrax. That shit will be stuck to your face and you'll be good as gold. The whole thing is, speaking becomes more difficult if your denture is wobbly. A denture needs to be firm in place. So if your denture is not firm in place, soft reliners should be done once a month for the first year. Like literally once a month. Especially the bottom. You can't even miss that because the bottom, every food, every liquid always goes to the bottom. It's the way it is. So even when you have a little space, water comes in, melts the adhesive. You got to stay on top of them. First year is going to be the hardest because you have the most gum shrinkage. You have the most bone loss. You have the most everything. But you've got to stay on top of it. And I always tell people, dentists don't tell you what you can do. They just hand it to you and say, lay that potato. Like, they don't do nothing. So, I mean, it's all practice. But there's so much out there that you can do to make your denture quality of life better, by far. But yeah, the only way she's going to get help with pregnancy stuff is she's got to get the tooth pulled. If she can get the tooth pulled, Novocaine. They see her tooth is infected, they're going to give her clindamycin, which is the best antibiotic for dental-wise. And, you know, tooth needs to come out. So she can actually get it taken out, which is some Novocaine and yank, boom, done. You're literally done in 3 minutes. It's amazing. Oh, I had a partial Sabrina to begin with. But see, I had a partial. I had a broken jaw due to yanking of the tooth. We'll get into that later, but I couldn't wear the partial. And then I needed a crown, because you really should crown the healthy teeth that are going to be anchored with the partial. And they're like, well, we don't want to do a crown. A crown would be more money. And we're not going to do this filling to fix it. My teeth were majorly healthy. The front teeth were complete. And they were like, no, give her a full bottom denture. I'm like, you assholes. So yeah, I got forced into a bottom denture, a full one. And people made it so much harder than it is. I'm like, once you figure out the tongue muscles is what lifts it up and to stay on top of soft reliners, like I don't have adhesive. It's just denture fit. It stays in my mouth, got no problem. Just so awesome to not use adhesive. See, Sabrina, mine were healthy. They're meaners. I hate New York. Oh yeah, my dentist didn't tell me much either, but I'm a big researcher. And I'm also, I don't quit or give up. I'm the most stubborn chick out there. It's like, I was frustrated because my teeth were healthy. They were all freaking healthy. I got put on Cellcept, which is an autoimmune suppressant. I didn't even know I had an infection in my sinuses that traveled down my teeth, because, you know, teeth sinuses. And it was a massive infection. I almost died from sepsis. Never take an autoimmune suppressant again. I would rather die and live on my own terms than be put on a medication that's going to kill me. But it took all my teeth, and it took me a long time. I tell everybody, when you lose your teeth, it's the 5 stages of grieving. Period. Done many videos on it. And I explained everything to everybody. It is the 5 stages of grieving. Somebody doesn't have to die to go through 5 stages of grieving. It's like, say you get an illness, you know, and you have to accept eventually. And anything can happen in your life, and you can go through 5 stages of grieving. Welcome to the Denture Supporter. Yay. I'll be doing videos too. I gotta pop that up today. Yeah, girl, Sabrina, do it. I always tell people, listen, all we ever want to do is be able to smile with confidence. And I would say doing this the last 3 years, it's fucking cool, bro, to see people that went from no confidence to look like freaking models. I'm like looking at them, I'm like, bro, work. Like, it's an amazing thing to see somebody just go from here to like here. And they have confidence in their smile now, and they can eat whatever they freaking want. I mean, within reason, because some can break teeth, you know, we only have plastic teeth, but it's a pretty cool feeling to see it. And I always tell, don't hold off on doing this. If your teeth are in really bad condition, if you're getting infections, you can die. Like, seriously, I've been there, you can die. I almost died over a freaking damn tooth infection that I didn't have because I was on an antidepressant. Don't risk your life. Doing this, since I've done it like the top and bottom, it's like the top you get nervous, get your doctor to give you some Ativan, you'll be fine. The whole process of surgery is easy. The surgery is not even the hard part. The hard part is the first week of healing. Some people, it's not that bad. If you had a massive infection like me, that was so horrible. Thank God the Ativan fairy helped me out because I would have, nope. But my top hurt a hell of a lot worse than my bottom. Now my bottom was healthy teeth. And Medicaid made them take it out. And it took them forever to do it because healthy teeth are very hard to come out. And it looked like I was gutted. I have a video, guys. Check out that video eventually when the first 24 hours of bottom denture. I literally show you how destroyed my bottom was. Some people are like, how are you wearing your denture? I'm like, I don't know. Determination. I'm very stubborn. Oh, I feel like everybody's getting their teeth done on the 22nd. Girl, I can't take ibuprofen either, girl. Preach, preach, preach. But I got tricks for you that you can do to help you. I'm here to help. That's what I do. I feel like everybody's getting it down the 22nd. Holy crap. I can't take ibuprofen either. I can only take Tylenol. I'm allergic to ibuprofen. Yeah, I know. I get a little salty about that still, but immediate denture acts as a Band-Aid. I always tell people, now, with Medicaid, they only let you have a permanent denture way too soon. You should only be getting it starting the process at a year, not any sooner. Many reasons for that, by the way. Oh, Sabrina, don't worry about swelling, girl. That actually doesn't last very long. But it's more like the pain. Okay, so get frozen peas. Lots of frozen peas. Because they're a great ice pack. They don't make it too cold, but they bring everything down. It is amazing. You want to salt warm water rinse for the first 10 days, like 4 times a day. It'll also bring down the inflammation. It'll clean out the biofilm that you get, like the slimy shit that happens during healing. Holy crap. During healing. So, frozen peas is a godsend. Godsend. I have pain meds normally because of all my diseases. They didn't work. The only thing that does work is ibuprofen, and that's what sucks. So, there's something in ibuprofen, I don't know what it is, because they've given me a shot for anti-inflammatory, I forgot the name of it, and wasn't allergic. Like, they made me stay in the office for an hour to make sure I wasn't going to die. Luckily, I carry EpiPens, so I'm allergic to everything. But I was fine with that. So check with your doctor. Because, I mean, they can also ask them for prednisone. So prednisone is rarely given out for this. Rarely. It's normally given to people who are allergic to ibuprofen. Now, prednisone is a great anti-inflammatory. A phenomenal. Every time I'm on a bad flare-up, I take it. Love it. I can walk without pain. Holy crap. But you can't be on it too long. So ask them if you could do prednisone, like 5 milligrams, or even 10 for the first couple days, and then 5 for the rest of the days. See if you could do prednisone. Because that's a godsend medication, but you cannot be on long term. It causes too many other issues. Wait, you had the process done, but you didn't put the dentures in? See, my biggest thing, I had the dentures in, they put the dentures in when I got it done, right? The first 24 hours, you gotta wait before you take them out. Taking them out. Please watch that video. You see me cry. I don't cry, ladies and gentlemen. I don't. But holy crap, I had mega swelling on the bottom, but the denture was so tight, it was actually embedded into my jaw. So that's why it was so painful. It wasn't even from the swelling. But I was trying to get it out in the video, and I show you guys everything. Everything. Sabrina, what do you mean by pregnancy safe? I mean, full mouth extractions when pregnant, I have never seen a dentist do that before. Ever. Full mouth, no way. But I mean, if you have one tooth that's infected, yeah, normally they make you wait. Oh, Sabrina, good Lord Jesus. I felt bad for myself at that moment. I really don't. I was like in tears, but I wanted to show you guys the truth. Nobody does that. And everybody hides it like, oh, it's fantastic. No. The first week is not fantastic. Um, so it's like when I was trying to take out my bottom denture, it was embedded, bro. I should have got stitches. When I saw him, I was like, "Can you fix that? Why is it like that?" He was like, "Yeah, that's mega tight, girl." He's like, "I could throw a stitch in there." I'm like, "Can it heal on its own?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, then just leave it then. Stop giving me stitches. It ain't making my life better." So I was trying to get it out. It was, guys, the tears. I got it out, but then I couldn't get it back in. And it wasn't even from the front part swelling where I got my thing is. It was right there. So I always tell people when you try to get out your denture for the first time, normally the dentist does it. For the first time, your dentist does it. But when you have to keep taking them out to salt or water rinse your mouth, um, I tell people if you can take ibuprofen, take it 30 minutes prior because that will lessen the swelling and you can pop those bitches out. But honestly, the top was far freaking worse. I was praying to Jesus. I was like, yo, Mary, hold me up there. Jesus, God, all of you. You need to help me out because I can't get these bitches out. Like, I was in horrible tears. Yeah, once you get an abscess, your teeth is dead. Okay, so I learned all of this. See, I'm the type of person when I get something, I'm not a hypochondriac. I take that shit like a pro. But I want to know about it. Like, I want to know. Can it be fixed? Why can't it be fixed? What does it do? Blah, blah, blah. So when you get an abscess, I mean, most of the time they can do a root canal. Not really recommended because your tooth is basically dead and it's not going to last a year or two. Like, it's a waste of money. Might as well just get the tooth pulled. Um, the more crappier the tooth is, the easier it is to come out. And that's a fact. Yeah, the extractions itself, I've been through labor twice, okay? So yeah, I could take extractions. First of all, Jennifer, okay, because I had pain and swelling forever. But I also had a sepsis and massive infections. So that's why. And that's the whole thing that, Jen, there's so many people that tell me that. That, like, Heather, once we did it, we didn't understand why we didn't do it sooner. Is because you are ourselves mess with our mind. And the longer you think about it, the longer you're going to take to do it. And it's just like cut the cord, pull the band aid, get it done because it's really not that bad. Um, but I mean, the first week can suck, man. Totally suck. But it goes away. Nothing lasts. Everything gets better, easier. I wouldn't be sitting here if it didn't. Yes, Sabrina, absolutely. So for the first week, because the swelling can get so bad, that when you go to put your denture back in the morning, you ain't getting those bitches in. So, and it didn't just happen to me. So many people were like, Heather, now we gotta wait a month before I can get my denture back in. Or 2 weeks, or whatever. And I'm like, it's the swelling. So for the first week, I advise everybody, sleep in them. Sleep in them. Just for the first week. Because the swelling can get so bad you'll never get them back in. And it's going to be a while. And that sucks. So, I mean, you have to take out your denture 4 to 5 times a day for the first 10 days to salt warm water rinse. The salt is great impurities that clean everything out, do its thing, and you heal quick when you do that. Well, you salt warm water rinse, not just for swelling, it cleans. And it can reduce swelling. Frozen peas is a great ice pack, but just saying, frozen peas work great. But sleeping in them, you just sleep in them. You know, I would not take them out because you might not get them back in. Sabrina, it doesn't matter. People ask me that all the time. Me personally, I use Himalayan salt, or regular. You know, Morton's has sea salt anyway in the little thingy anyway. So sea salt is better, but it doesn't freaking matter. Just use salt. They both have good things about them, but sea salt, yes, can clean better. It's just salt though. Don't even sweat the salt thing. Just salt. Make sure it's lukewarm water. That I even tell people to do the sea salt or regular salt with warm water when they're trying to get their denture out. Because if you push the water up and push it down, it gives, and then you can just take it out. Hi. But yeah, the one thing you guys can do, like, say when you're pregnant or whatever, you can't get a full mouth extraction done. Most dentists, I've never seen a dentist do that for a person, but you can get a tooth out. If your one tooth is infected, pull it because the infection is bad. So when I saw my son's cardiologist last year, he said, how's his teeth? I'm like, great. He goes, because remember, don't forget, tooth infections can affect the heart. And other stuff in your body can affect your teeth. So make sure you stay on top of them. And oh, I stalk my kids' teeth. You could tell them, I'm like, bro, did you? Let me say, I'll get the flashlight. I'm really like that. Right, Thomas? His face. Or I'm like, you didn't brush it well. Do I need to come over there? Well, thanks, girl. Yeah, dentists aren't great at helping. You know, that's what I don't understand. If we pay them to do a job, they can't get a piece of paper that says, yo, bro, this is the problems you're going to have. This is how you can fix it. Cool. Like, seriously. Well, 17 weeks. Okay, there's a difference, though. 17 weeks and your condition. If you have a lot of infections in your mouth, but most dentists won't do it. Why? Because if you try to use happy gas, laughing gas, whatever, that's not good for the baby. When you do a full mouth extraction, I don't know how many teeth you're getting taken out, but a full mouth extraction really ranges between 24 and higher teeth. 20, 24, like, and higher. But they give you a shit ton of Novocaine. For everybody that's done this, you know you get like at least 50 plus shots of Novocaine all through your mouth. At least. I mean, they got to hit up every single damn nerve. That would be too much for a baby. And you can't be put to sleep either. And x-rays and all that other crap. Most dentists really won't touch somebody unless it's actually like, hey, this is what's going to happen. You could die. But 17 weeks, that's not really that far along, so they might just do it for that reason. Because that's 4 months. But yeah, I've never seen a dentist do it. Because when I was pregnant, I should have got 3 teeth pulled. And no dentist. And I checked 17 dentists. They wouldn't take them out. They're like, no, you're pregnant. We're not doing it. They're like, because this can harm the baby. This can harm the baby. Blah, blah, blah. It is not good. And yeah, and literally the only pain reliever you could take is Tylenol, which that's not a pain reliever. That doesn't relieve pain. That's like a fever reducer. That's what I call it. What place did you go to that's actually doing a full mouth extraction on somebody who's pregnant? Because that's new. Oh, so maybe that's why. It's not really a full mouth, like your full mouth extraction. It's 11 and 6. I'm surprised they didn't break it up. Because if you go on the American Dental Association, you look up Novocaine, I would definitely research that one. Actually, because I'm so informative, I'm going to have to look it up. Because, I mean, when I was pregnant, it was a long ass time ago, guys. Thomas is going to be 13, so. But I truly do want to look up, will dentists do a full mouth extraction? Anytime I've wanted to get even the 2 teeth out, they wouldn't do it. They were like, nope, Novocaine is not good for the baby. There's not blah, 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 blah. Okay, it says routine dental work is one thing. Now, this is from Colgate. Routine dental work is one thing, but can safely undergo a tooth extraction during pregnancy. They said as far as a couple of teeth, yes. Most dental procedures, like say if you get a filling, shit like that. And whitening isn't, they always tell people to wait for whitening. Wisdom teeth extractions, though most dentists prefer postponing the type of procedure. Abundance of caution as long as the wisdom teeth aren't causing complications. And that's the thing. So that's why I said, and even it says in here, they won't do it. If it's like, it's not infected, blah, blah, blah. I can wait till you're done being pregnant, like they did with me. Except they gave me antibiotics, which still affects the baby, but whatever. Um, but as far as Novocaine usage and doing a full mouth extraction, like it's still 16 teeth. So you must have a lot of problems in the teeth. Like say if you have a lot of infections, super abscessed, then they'll take the risk. But it is really risky. Yeah, local anesthesia is Novocaine. It's Novocaine. So that's what you'd be getting. And you'd be getting your crap load. Yeah, so if that's the case, Sabrina, I would do the worst first and then wait till after you're pregnant to do the other. A lot of dentists do prefer to break it up. See, I always say if you're pregnant, break it up. Normally, I tell people don't break it up. If you have all the problems with your teeth, do it all at once because, honey, you don't want to go through that shit again. Um, hey, Winnie. You ate soap? Oh, soup. Sorry. And the dentures fell out. Well, that's because you got a lot of space in your teeth, girl. So if your denture's a wiggly movie, the fact that you need paste and powder means your denture's loose as hell. So soft reliner. A soft reliner would fix that problem up real quick. Yeah, I mean, girl, I would, in my perspective, like, say if I was pregnant and reading what they're saying on here, it is a risk. You know, I wouldn't do it all at once. I really wouldn't. Do you have massive infections in the top part of your mouth, or is there no infections? Because I mean, being pregnant and doing that, that's gotta suck. I'm actually gonna look more into it. So it says stronger forms of oral surgery anesthesia, including laughing gas, IV sedation, like I said, are not recommended ever during pregnancy because of the risk of miscarriage. So that's why I even said the only way they'd be doing it would be Novocaine. Um, I mean, there's still risk, but it's not as like IV sedation and laughing gas. That is not good. Yeah, it says most of the time being pregnant, unless it's something severely bad or you're allergic to certain antibiotics or certain whatever, they will always prescribe antibiotics and wait to do the extractions until after you're pregnant. So there's got to be some kind of something going on with your mouth for them to be like, it can't wait until you're done. You know what I mean? You're welcome. But Sabrina, you're the best. You're your best on advocacy. Follow your heart. If you want to message me after this, and I'll give you more information, I'll do more research, and I'll help you. And then you can make it. You're your best on advocacy, girl. Advocate for yourself. They don't decide. You do. You decide. You hear all the information, and then you make your best what you want to do. So I mean, obviously, you can never do IV sedation when you're pregnant or laughing gas because it's severely dangerous to the baby. Novocaine, I think there's a certain amount of Novocaine. I remember this because I remember my dentist telling me this because there was a pregnant woman about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because I was getting this done, and she was pregnant, and she wanted to get them all out, and he goes, I won't do that. That's a lot of Novocaine. I don't know what the risk. He's like, the risk to it is dangerous. He goes, your teeth aren't that bad off. It can wait till you're done. And she was getting super freaking pissed off at him, and he was like, I got to think of the health, whatever. So girls, soft reliners. Okay, I would say for the first year, once a month. Once a month. That's on average. So once a month for the first year, you should be getting. While you're in immediates, you should never get immediates before a year. You should never start the process for permanent dentures until a year. That's you starting the process. The first year is a raging pain in the ass of gum shrinkage. So you absolutely should wait. So for the first year when you're in your immediate dentures, you do soft reliners once a month to stay on top of it. Because guys, water comes in, melts the adhesive, and then things are gonna be popping. You don't want that. So you want to stay on top of them as best as you can. And if your warranty, I always tell people before you pick a dentist and they say you have a warranty, ask them how many soft relines are they giving you. I've heard so many people say two, three, they won't do it. Even if somebody said unlimited, now this is what bothered me. Some woman couldn't even get a hold of her dentist. She gets unlimited soft reliners and they won't even like 4 months trying to get a hold of them and they would just ghosting her. Like, if we put in the money, we do all of this, we should get the best. we should get what we want. They would expect the same thing for them. So be your best own advocate. Always speak for yourself and do what you want to do. Follow your gut, follow your heart. Always do that. Yeah, always insist, girl. I always know Affordable Dentures and Aspen Dental say do it at 6 months. I'm like, they're gonna have to get a new denture or hard reline it at a year because of the massive gum shrinkage. It doesn't stop. Even at like a year, my gums were still shrinking. I still use soft reliners, guys. Your gums still shrink. They're just not insane. Jesus, the first year. But yeah, Sabrina, do what is best in your heart of what you want to do. I'm actually going to look up something. Okay, so it says Novocaine here for like a tooth or two. It needs to be taken out emergency sake. Yeah, you could do Novocaine. But I want to see if like how much Novocaine. There's so much information on pregnancy and Novocaine. If they could just answer my question though. Actually, I know how many shots it takes for a full mouth. I gotta say though, the worst Novocaine spot is the roof of your mouth and the front teeth. Oh, crap. Yeah, it even says here, generally if you do a couple of teeth, it's fine. But if you do abundance of teeth, like literally a full mouth extraction, they always put that off unless it's an emergency. That's what it says here. But yeah, I always tell people if see with me, they gave me when I was pregnant with I believe Thomas. When I needed to get a tooth out, they're like, yeah, we're gonna wait. We'll just give you antibiotics and we'll wait till you're done being pregnant. And I was like 5 months pregnant. I don't even think I was that long. It was between 3 to 5 months pregnant. Okay, boom. Anybody who's been watching me long enough knows that it annoys me when only 15 to 20% of dentists do this. Is when they claim that the immediate denture can become their permanent denture. That's bull crap. That's not even true. Immediate dentures are not made the same as permanent dentures. Just because you hard reline something doesn't make it a permanent denture. It just makes it an immediate denture with a hard reline. So I always tell people never see a dentist who says an immediate becomes a permanent because they're not made the same. They're not made the same. Immediates are thick. They're meant to, first of all, they're meant to be temporary. It's like immediate temporary denture. That's what it's called. Um, it's there to act as a band-aid. It's thick. It's freaking bulky. It's all of that. A permanent denture is made differently. The teeth are made stronger. Different resin. They use a whole bunch of different stuff. And It is thinner. It's made to be permanent. It's just they make it differently. The teeth are different. Everything is freaking damn different. So you cannot turn an immediate denture into a permanent denture. You cannot do that. Just but a hard reline is just what your denture is made out of, just making it fit the way it fits right now and fills in the gum shrinkage. It's like a soft reliner, but a permanent reliner. So it does not make it a permanent denture at all. It makes it a permanent fit until that moment when you gum shrink more. Then you're going to have to do soft reliner and keep going with it because you want to keep doing hard reliners. Your denture will be this thick. But you cannot make an immediate denture a permanent denture. You can't. Try-ins, there is no try-ins in immediates. When they do your teeth, before you get your teeth extracted, you get the goo in your mouth, and it's with your teeth in when you do your impressions. There is no try-ins unless it's a permanent denture. So that means your immediate is actually a permanent denture that they gave you too soon. A permanent denture should not be given any time before a year. It shouldn't. Because when you, the year gum shrinkage is a lot, by the way. It's massive. I can literally fit my permanent denture inside my immediate denture. So that means you're going to have like a thick ass denture of hard acrylic done when they do a hard reline. So that means your denture, they gave you a permanent denture from the get-go. They didn't give you an immediate denture. So they gave you a permanent denture from day one. If you have try-ins, you don't have try-ins with immediates because they're with your real teeth in there. So you can't try a denture around with real teeth in, right? So you just get the immediate denture the day you get extractions. You keep that for a year. Then you get a permanent denture. If you get a permanent denture, like I have Medicaid, if I didn't pay for my immediates, then, you know, I would have had a permanent denture way too damn soon. So a permanent denture should be done started. You should start it at 1 year or 14 months, 15 months, whatever. The first year is an immediate denture. Now, it's immediate denture because it's a temporary denture. It's only meant for the healing process. Then you get the correct fitting denture when you do your permanent denture. And that's what you have for about 7 years. So if you had try-ons, that means you already had your teeth out when you did try-ons. You can't try on a denture with teeth in your mouth. Nobody could do that. I don't even think it's not even possible. So that's done. If you're doing it after extractions, that's a permanent denture too soon. And then by the time you do a hard reline at a year, it's going to be this thick. Because, I mean, think about it. If I can literally put my permanent denture inside my immediate denture, which I've done videos and showed you guys, that's a lot of gum shrinkage. And that means when you hard reline that much gum shrinkage, it's going to be pretty thick. Super thick. Like, super thick. And then people are really going to gag. But yeah, immediate dentures you don't try on. So it's not really an immediate denture. That's just you got your permanent denture too soon. When it comes to if you want to take out adhesive, just use the Dr. B wipes. You just pull them out, wipe them across the gum. It just comes right off. I wouldn't use a dry towel because then you're gonna have a fuzziness going on in your mouth, and it's like you're literally picking it out one by one. So I tell people just use a paper towel if that's the case. If when you take out your denture and your adhesive is wet and mushy, that means you need a soft reliner because your adhesive in theory should be bone dry or pretty damn close to it if you had the correct fit of denture. So if it's wet and mushy, then definitely I would use a paper towel to do that. Don't do water because that's going to take forever for it to melt. All of it, I've tried that, guys, in the beginning. I was so annoyed. I'm there for like 30 minutes. So I'm glad I don't need adhesive anymore. Because it's just so much easier without it. Yeah, well, I mean, if you got your teeth out and you did try-ons and stuff, that's a permanent denture. They gave it to you way too soon. and them saying after a year it becomes your permanent denture by a hard reline. No, that doesn't make it a permanent denture, but if they gave you a permanent denture from day one, which they shouldn't have done, um, then the hard reline is going to be massively thick. So I know a couple people, it's not many, that's why I say 15 to 20% of dentists do that. But that's old-fashioned way. That's not nowadays. So how did you try on the denture with teeth in your mouth? You can't. That's not even possible. There's no try on with teeth in your mouth. There isn't. That's why when people get immediate dentures, they just do impressions, and then you get your denture, and then you do your extractions. You can't put a denture in your mouth with real teeth in it. That wouldn't even work out. What do you mean they act like they're anchored teeth? See, anchored teeth. Well, that's my whole thing. Is there is no wax try-on. A wax try-on is a denture made out of wax, and you try to see, you put it in your mouth and see if it fits, and you like the color, the size, the smile. It's like taking out your denture. It's the same thing, just wax. It's in wax form, and you put it in your mouth. A wax try-on is only done with teeth out of your mouth, and it would be a permanent denture you do that for. Immediate denture, you can't try on dentures. There is no wax try-on. You can't put a denture in your mouth with real teeth in. So if you're talking about a bite block is without teeth, without nothing. It's wax and it's just a bite block. That's to know your bite radius. That's not a wax try-on. Girl, I love those damn wipes. You know what's funny is they were never freaking popular. And I was like, guys, the wipes literally melt to the adhesive. It's freaking amazing. It's all freaking natural. You can use it in your mouth and denture. Do you? It's great for freaking traveling. And it's like a light mint. You know what I mean? Like it's a light refreshing. But damn, I love that shit. That's why sometimes when I do giveaways, that I try to give out the wipes because I'm like, guys, use them. It's great. You can easily take the wax out of the inside of your denture off your mouth with like freaking ease. And it's all natural. It's hard to find stuff. That's why when Dr. B got a hold of me, when I had like literally 300 subscribers, he's like, I love your personality. I want to send products to you. He goes, I know you're harsh with your reviews. You're honest. I'm like, well, why am I going to lie for? So I made this channel to be honest, to be completely honest. And when he sent it to me, I was like, holy shit, this liquid crystals is the only thing on the market that kills harmful bad bacteria. Denture Fit now has Dr. B's on their website. Yep. I was like, it's great stuff. Liquid crystals kill those tabs kill nothing. 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 Oh, I know, girl. When I try Dr. B's stuff, I'm like, all right, most of the time I hate products. Like, they don't do the thing. So I did all my research. I did, it's great that a lot of them is patent, has a patent on it from they're ADA approved. There's one that's still waiting because COVID got all screwed up and everything. And it takes a long time to get something freaking ADA approved, guys. Most dental products that are on the market, and I swear on everything, they are not ADA approved. Your toothpaste you use, brush, everything. Most things are not ADA approved. Yeah, you did, girl. That you did. But it's like when I tried it, I was like, those tabs, first of all, tabs don't do shit. They don't do anything. They kill odor-causing bacteria. Great. I'm glad you're going to freshen my denture. Now you just going to leave the bacteria behind? Like, seriously? That's just such a waste of money. So you can literally take that money and get Dr. B stuff because at least it's actually going to do something. Like his Clean It Up paste. Oh my god, thank god. It cleans your denture and your mouth. Freaking awesome. I get excited over products. I do. When I made that one video, I got a little too excited. Yep. And I know a lot of companies don't like me, but I don't care. I don't. I'm not sponsored. I'm not anything. I just make a channel and push it out there. I want people to know the truth before I hit the freaking YouTube world, which really I didn't want to. But I was like, there's got to be other people out there that want to know the facts, that aren't afraid to hear the facts, the truth about products, truth about what you're going to go through. Not everything is all kittens and rainbows and happy cotton candy shit. Hey, Star, I haven't seen you in forever. And yes, Dr. B products rule. Everybody always asks me what's my favorite. It's really hard because I can't decide between the Clean It and Paste or Liquid Crystals. I can't. They're tied. Wax try-ons are a denture with fake teeth, you know, just like how a normal denture is, but with wax form, and it goes in your mouth and you try it on. That's why it's called wax try-ons. You can't try on anything with real teeth in your mouth. And wax try-ons are only done with permanent dentures, not immediates. Because immediates, you can't try anything, you still got teeth in. So they can't do wax try-ons because they can take it, bring it to the lab does its thing, does whatever, but that's not a wax try-on. That just sends shit to the lab. Permanent denture is a wax try-on that gets sent to you at the dentist's office. You sit there in the chair, you put it in your mouth, you see the fit. If it fits good, you know, if it doesn't, you got to let them know so they can redo shit. You want the teeth different, you want whatever. That's a wax try-on, is when you put it in your mouth. But there's zero wax try-on for immediate. Impressions are just the gooey shit that goes in your mouth. That takes, you know, the form of your jaw with the teeth in your mouth. Oh, they always take impressions for immediate denture, but not a wax try-on. Wax try-ons are permanents only. Impressions they do for everything. They have to do impressions, or they'll never know the size of your jaw. They won't know anything. So normally with impressions with teeth in, even without teeth, they should be taking the gooey crap, I don't even know what it's called, the disgusting gooey crap, and they're supposed to form it. Like once you bite a little bit, they're supposed to also form it to all the way up here. Like they go in your mouth and they form it like my dentist did. And when I get my dentures back, they're freaking tight as hell. I'm like, dude, you did that a little too tight. Yeah, I know his products are freaking amazing. I'm trying to think. I know there's supposed to be new stuff coming out, but I have no idea what. Hopefully somebody will tell me. I have no idea. But it's so funny because when Dr. B got a hold of me when I had like 300 subscribers or less, I don't even know. And he was out for a few years, but it's like I never heard of him. I never heard of him in the community at all. Not even nothing. And I was heavily in there. So yeah, once I tried his shit, everything blew up. But I'm glad it blew up for him. And I even told him that. And I'm like, yes, I made a difference and I helped, but it's great products. And people should be using great products. When people don't know about good products, like look at Denture Fit. You know, you don't feel your denture in your mouth. You can't get anything better than that. Other stuff is, I hate when it says soft reliner. Like, reline it. It's hard as crap. You know how hard that is to get out of your mouth? And your denture? Well, your denture, it's like, it took me days to get that out of my mouth. Well, denture. Hold up. But that's my point. How did you try a wax try-on denture on real teeth? You can't. The bite won't even be there. You wouldn't even know if you have the right bite. If you put a denture in your mouth with the real teeth in, That wouldn't even fit inside your mouth. The denture was made for you to have teeth out of your mouth. So there can't be a wax try-on with teeth in your mouth. Unless you have no teeth in your mouth, wax try-ons are only done with permanent dentures. That's why all of us who got immediate dentures, we did the gooey, we did the impressions, we did all that, but we didn't try on the teeth. You can't try on teeth with teeth in your mouth. The denture won't even go in your mouth. Yeah, I'm confused too. Because it's not even possible. Not even possible. You cannot put a denture in real teeth. The denture would be hanging down low. It wouldn't be hooked to anything. Like, it wouldn't connect. There's nothing to try on if you've got no teeth. Nothing. Yes, for nothing. You cannot try a denture on with teeth in your mouth. That's why it's an immediate denture. That's why everybody with an immediate denture does impressions, things get sent away, blah, blah, blah. And, you come back with the actual denture, they take out your teeth, then the denture goes in. Then they do adjustments and stuff and fix everything because now the teeth are out of your mouth and they'll see how it fits better. But you don't know the fitting of the denture with teeth in your mouth. It's not possible. You cannot, like, say I have teeth here, right? Now I go put another denture in my mouth. That's not possible. How would you know if it fits your gums? How would you know anything? The teeth would be way down here. The teeth would be literally here. And you wouldn't even be able to talk. That's not even possible. It's just not possible. It's just not. No, because if you read up above, girl, he said that he did impressions. It got sent back that he did the wax try-on, which doesn't make sense. Well, that's my point. You wouldn't even know how a denture fits if the trough is this. That's the trough. When you take out your teeth, then it's just the hard acrylic and then your fake teeth go up in there. But if you have real teeth in your mouth, that means the denture's sitting on top of the real teeth. You're not checking the fit of the jaw. You're not checking the fit of everything because it's too high up. It's literally in the middle of your mouth where teeth don't even go. So I don't know what the frick happened there because you literally cannot try. It's like me taking another denture and putting it in my mouth. It's not possible. It's just you cannot feel the fitting with real teeth in your mouth. You have to wait till the teeth are out. That's why everybody with immediate denture don't have wax try-on. That's only for a permanent denture and with teeth already out of your mouth. Like, I would understand if, like, you had a 5 front teeth and you were trying a wax try-on on a partial with teeth already gone. Then I would get it. But the teeth are already gone. There's no teeth going over teeth. Over teeth doesn't work. Yeah, you absolutely, absolutely, absolutely cannot do a wax try-on with teeth in your mouth. Because it's literally, guys, think of it. Another denture on top of this. Say I had real teeth like this. And then I go to try on the denture. How would you know anything? You're just basically using your teeth to bite the denture. It's not going to fit over the jaw. It's not going to fit in anything. You have to have no teeth to try shit on. Because that's what we're doing. We're getting fake teeth. Fake teeth. Say if this is a wax try-on, that's because I have no teeth. You have to have nothing there to put something in your mouth. And see how it fits. Just saying. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Just kind of hoping more people would come on. But I know it's the weekend. People go live their best life. I got a broken kid, so I gotta stay home. Like, yeah. Yeah, if it was a partial, that would make more sense. But a full-on denture, no freaking way. You cannot put a denture on top of real teeth. That's why we don't have wax try-ons with immediate dentures. We get our immediate denture the day we get our teeth taken out, and then they put the denture in, and then they make all the adjustments, and this, and this, and this. And we can't feel shit, so they have to go by what they think. And if it's too tight, they make little adjustments. If it's too high, they make their little adjustments. They do their thing, and then they make it level. Well, actually, I made it level because you didn't do well. Word, Sabrina. I don't think it works that way. I don't know what you're talking about, Nikki. What do you mean a brighter image? If it was digital and you were on a screen and they did it and they, whatever, but cool. But you can't put another denture on top of real teeth that's in there. Because think about it, the teeth, the real teeth, are blocking the denture from going down to feel the fit. Well, veneers are completely different from dentures. That's when they file down your teeth like shark teeth and they pop in like a cover veneer thing. That's not even the same. I don't know. I don't know, girl. So, I mean, you could try a bite block. A bite block would be, they check your bite radius. It's just literally a wax block that goes in. But an actual denture cannot go on top of real teeth. Yeah, but that's a cover, not a denture. He said he was getting a denture that's supposed to be immediate going into a permanent denture. And he did a wax try-on, which a wax try-on, you can't do a wax try-on with veneers, but a wax try-on is your teeth exactly what it's supposed to look like in a denture, but with wax, and do it that way. Oh, they really do. Sabrina, I know so many freaking people that have veneers that ended up getting dentures. Because it's not, once you do veneers, you can't go back, because they make your teeth all sharp and pointy and like shark teeth. And then they cover it. So, I mean, infections can happen. Bad shit can happen. It would be crazy. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go. I gotta go switch out Thomas's thing. No, veneers cover the teeth, but they're not dentures. There's no wax bite, wax try-on. There's none of that. Wax try-ons only can happen with permanent dentures because your teeth aren't in. And then you can put it in, check it out, see how you do. Like I'd show you guys in the video when I did my wax try-ons and I showed you what to look for, take pictures, do all that. If you like it perfectly, that's how you get it. But I will be back, guys, later on to see if more people pop on because I want to do giveaways. Or if you guys follow me on Heather B. Denture Diva on Facebook, I might go there to do it. Because I know a lot of people are always on Facebook, so people normally pop on. Hope you guys have a healthy, happy denture day. Later, guys.